Hey guys, it's Brian here again with another ceiling fan video, and today I have for you a childhood fan. This is a 52-inch view fan spinner. I believe this to be from about the mid to late 1980s. It's really not late 1980s, it's really more like early to mid 1980s, for the fact that it has a cast iron spinner motor instead of the regular stamped motor, which was kind of the reason why I picked it up. I normally would not pick these up because of obvious bearing issues that they have, but this one, being that it was heavy when I picked it up out of the box at the store, first thing I said was, well damn, that's got a cast iron spinner motor. That's kind of cool. I've never seen one of these with a cast iron motor before. So I promptly picked it up and threw it in the car. These are childhood fans for me, not the cast iron motor version, but the stamped motor version from the late 80s, early 90s. There were a ton of these installed in my elementary school in several of the classrooms and in the library. Pretty much everywhere in the school had these fans. And there was at least a minimum of 4 fans per room. Some rooms had 6 depending on the size. The library had at least 12. I remember that. That was a cool install. But they were, like I said, the stamped motor version and not the cast motor. This one is a cast motor. It's quite powerful, it's quite heavy, and it has 0 bearing issues, which is surprising for a view fan, although I believe that the cast motor ones were kind of exempt from those issues, being that they were better quality. So anyway, let's go ahead and fire it up. We're going to start with low. It is a reversible fan. It's a 3-speed fan. The model number is V352-4W, which I believe stands for 52-inch fan with 4 white blades. It does not have stencil on the other side, unfortunately, but either way, I like this fan. And I apologize for the background noise. It's currently raining outside, so the roof is a little bit noisy. It's got a good low speed. It does move a little bit of air on low, too. Medium. When I got this fan, I initially thought that it had a broken pull chain because there was no chain coming out of the end of the switch housing. But it turns out that the chain was stuck inside of the end of the pull chain. So I got a pair of needle nose pliers and I dug around in there and I managed to pull it out. And someone at some point in its life had decided to cut the chain too short, so I promptly put a longer one on it to eliminate that problem. It's actually moving a pretty good amount of air on medium. It's decently powerful. It's got a good pitch to the blades too. It does have a slight wobble to it, but that can be fixed. Very quiet fan. Bump it to high. Yeah, you can definitely feel some serious air moving off of this fan. It's more powerful than it looks. It spins quite fast, but it's got a pretty deep pitch to the blades, so you're definitely getting some air movement off of this fan. I'm actually quite impressed. Because I don't remember the ones from my elementary school moving this kind of air, but then again, those did not have the cast motor. They're a little bit cheaper than this one. So that probably explains a lot. off and we'll do a spin down. I actually did manage to get one of the fans that used to hang in the elementary school when I was in 4th grade and I was moving on to the other school that I was going to go to. The janitor actually saved one for me when they decided to take them down. The school board had deemed them a fire hazard, or at least they were told that by the fire department, fire marshal, whatever. I always thought it was bullshit. There's no reason why they would be deemed a fire hazard. Those fans ran perfectly fine. And considering that that school did not have air conditioning, I thought that was a huge mistake to take those down. And I'm pretty sure that some of the teachers saved a couple that the janitor removed, because I remember going back there and seeing a couple in the offices. So not every single fan was removed. But it still was quite sad when they took them down. And the one that I saved from the school sadly met an untimely death. If I had known then what I know now, it probably would have been perfectly fine to this day. But sadly, it did not survive. So, finding this was kind of like seeing an old friend. I remember there was a couple of times when I was in elementary school when the teachers weren't looking, I would mess around with the pull chains on these fans. There was even a couple of times my teachers would let me play around with them because they knew how much I loved them when everybody wasn't looking. Good memories. Anyway, that's my 52-inch View Fan spinner, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Keep watching, more videos to come.